Another Thursday here at KoJack's Live today. Very special day. We got me, we got Dawson, we got Chris, but more than that, we've got Miss Lucy's birthday today. She's turning 21 for the first time. Why would it be multiple times?
She finally drink.
Finally.
He's finally there.
Finally there. We got a pretty big roster for today's game, too. We got Mr. Rock Chalk, Eric. We got Eric. In seat number 1, we got Mr. Billy, Chris, Slate, Lucy, Tyler, BB, Mother. Everybody is here. Or sorry, Motier. Motier
I'm going
is
to read
here.
that as mother a couple times.
I did. I don't know why that's confusing to me, but it sure is. So here we go. We are joining the game right as it begins. Ham in the chat right as it begins. What's going on, Ham? Good to hear from you, buddy. Hope everything's going well, sir. And we're going to start off with a bomb pot. We got Robert in the box starting things off. That's Mr. Motier right there in seat number 9 with the white hoodie. That's Mr. Rock Chalk over there in seat number 1 with the plaid shirt and the sunglasses, looking very becoming. We got Chris Moss.
Chris Mossy Moss.
Looking like he's on vacation today.
He looks like he's on vacation a lot. He lives a life.
Okay, here's the deal. His shirt matches Slate's hat.
Oh, my gosh.
Did they do that on purpose?
I think they need to switch.
They should switch. Her shirts or hats?
I vote shirts.
Yeah, you would. And you can see Robert's just beautiful pitch right there. Unbelievable.
Favorite dealers.
Absolutely. And we got Billy's chip stack over there sitting all by its lonesome for now. He will be joining us shortly. Got another chip stack over there as well. We got a couple players filtering on in as this game is in progress. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Thanks for joining us on our live stream. We're going to have a good time today. Starting off with a bomb pot, and then we'll switch over to a single board PLO high game, and we'll go from there.
I'm excited to watch it. I want to see some. I want to see some quads. I want to see some straight flushes. I want to see something crazy today.
All right, Dawson. You know what? This is the game to watch if you're into that crazy stuff.
Something sick.
Yeah, I say get ready. Lauren in the chat. What's up, Lauren? Saying twinsies. I can only assume she's talking about me and Dawson and not about Chris Moss and Slate. Board 1 comes out 4-3-3. Board 2, King 9 Deuce. And we'll get a look at some of these cards. Looks like it checks around already. 5 on the top board, 7 on the bottom board. Not a whole lot of betting as of yet. These bomb pots can be deadly. Everybody, if you're not familiar with bomb pots, the way it works, everybody puts in an ante. The game is pot limit. You have 4 cards in your hand. You have to use 2 cards on each board. They can be the same 2 cards. They can be 2 different cards. You can mix and match. But basically it plays like PLO, except you got 2 boards, and everybody at the table is in. So if you don't have the nuts, I say watch out because it's almost guaranteed that somebody is close to it.
Nuts or fold.
Nuts or fold.
There's our hands.
Slate betting his king. He's also got a pretty good straight draw drawn to the high straight on the bottom board there. Just needs a 7.
King 9, you got 2 pair.
King 9, 2 pair. Love to see it.
Ooh, Rudy with the 4 clubs in a hand. Not something you want to see in a 4-hand game.
Not at all. Lucy drawn with the flush on the top board. Trying to make something happen with those jacks. She is drawn to a boat, technically, on the bottom board if another jack comes off.
Boat draw and a flush draw. There's the flush.
There's the flush right there. She gets there immediately, and diamonds on both boards. But it looks like the 9s and queens have been mixed up on our graphics.
See that, yeah. So Slate's got a boat, actually, and Lucy's got the diamonds on the bottom.
That's right. 9's full. 9's full of kings. Not a bad hand to have. Not exactly close to the nuts, but certainly good enough, I would guess, to call $100. But he does fold. And it's going to be a chop pot, Lucy and BB. Mr. Brandon.
3's full of 5s.
Now, one thing about Mr. Slate, he is stoic. Can't get a read on him.
No, you cannot. Sometimes he'll shake his head and he has the nuts, and I'm like, what? He's a good player. He's fun to watch him in tournaments. I've been really enjoying our tournaments lately.
Excellent player, excellent guy. Yeah, our tournaments are a lot of fun. Speaking of tournaments, we are doing a road to Vegas. So any of our tournaments that we have a 5K guarantee on, you get points when you cash. And that'll put you into the Tournament of Leaders if you're one of the top 9 points leaders. That'll be on May 25th. Or if you win any of those tournaments with a 5K guarantee, you'll be in the Tournament of Champions, both of which end with us giving away a seat to the WSOP main event in Vegas. Pretty cool stuff. Good way to get a seat over there. And now we're back to regular old PLO high. Single board this time.
No low.
Motier, a.k.a.
Mother, a.k.a. Rudy, a.k.a. Rudolph.
Playing a blank hand and folding it into the muck. Mr. Rock Chalk here. Queen 10, 9, deuce. A little 2 dangler on there, but a decent wrap otherwise. Lucy looking down at a pretty good wrap as well. King, Queen, Jack, 8. I think I'm going to take her hand on this one.
I like Chris's too with the suited ace. See if he can catch some spades here.
If we get a middle board, though, Slate is going to almost certainly smash that.
Yeah.
And we do have a flop. Robert, so lightning fast at dealing. The graphics are having a hard time catching up.
Yeah, they are.
10, 7, tray, king. Pretty middling cards right there in Slate's exact hand range.
Going to be looking for a 6 on the river here.
Mm-hmm.
No spades. No spades for Chris.
No spades at all. Lucy holding diamonds.
Flush table 3.
Good couple of bets. And here we go off to the river. It is a spade. And Chris does not make the flush with that spade, but he sure does make a straight.
Straight, yep.
Checks around, see if Chris goes for any additional value here. He's got a couple of chips in his hand. Looks like he bets full pot, $75.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks like the nuts on this board.
I will not correct you because I don't believe you're wrong.
He takes it down, no callers.
No callers taken down. $57 in profit on that one. And we are on to the next one. Hand number 3 coming at you. These prime numbers, generally pretty big hands. Though I don't expect this game to be as absolutely ludicrous as our 1-2 game. I do expect a lot of action. I think you're right, Dawson. Quads, straight flushes.
I want to see a straight flush over quads. I'm out for blood.
He's out for blood today, everybody. Look out. We got Dirty Dawson.
Dirty Dancing Dawson.
I like it. And BB looking down at a pair of queens with the old 7 deuce. I think in PLO that 7 deuce. Still not a great hand.
Oh, another 7 deuce.
All right, 7 deuce of hearts this time.
It's out.
And Slate looking down at 9, 6, 6, 4. Lucy holding one of the other 6s. Not very likely to hit a set on this flop.
Double suited for Rudy. Mr. Moiter.
Motier.
Yay.
Got to charge it up. Motier.
Yeah. 5 ways to the flop.
Here we are. 75 in the middle. Jack 10 tray coming off. 2 spades. Motier drawn to the nut flush.
Motier with 2 pair.
2 pair.
And the nut flush draw. That's a great hand right there.
Flopping real good. You see that in the equity as well. 67% to win this 5 ways. Massive amount of equity. And he's going to bet. Everybody else going to fold. Nobody wants that smoke. I don't blame them. If they could see the cards like we could, I think they'd.
There they go.
Yeah, there you go.
Looked like he's going to show 2. He said, I'll show all 4. Show you what I was drawing to.
I got 2 pair. I got a nut flush draw. What do you want from me? Of course I'm going to bet that.
Now, this is a 1-3, but they have to call 5, correct?
It's a 1-3. Bring it in for 5.
Bring it in for 5.
And we did see Billy earlier before the stream started. So he's nearby. Just taking his sweet time. Rule number 1, Dawson, always make an entrance. Come in on a helicopter if you can.
Smash right into the roof.
Chris in the background saying he's picturing Inspector Gadget. That man walks around with a helicopter attached to his hat.
Go helicopter.
Motier looking down at pocket 10s. BB with the pocket 7s. Rock Chalk all face cards.
Ooh.
All the time.
4 different face cards.
Chris with the queen dangler here. You got a real good wrap on the low end of the board, making 2 pair. But that's a set of 7s for BB. Not exactly a full house quite yet.
Tyler with the only flush draw here. That's where his equity is.
Very good, very good. That queen high flush gets a little spicy. Now, if it's me, I'm playing a table with heavy hitters, and I'm only drawn to the queen high flush, I will proceed with caution.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like Tyler is going to do just that by calling the $75 bet rather than leading out.
Goes check. Any heart that's on a 3 or a 4 here.
And it looks like it might be a heart. Hard to see from this angle. Sure is.
It is.
Tyler going to bet 60 with his flush. BB with a set does not get to the full house. Does not get quads either.
Give him the 3-card button. He can use his other 5.
It's a really good idea right there.
Oh, yeah.
And I see some shoes in the background. Oh, they're going the other way. And here we go on to hand number 4. Having a good time here watching some PLO. Again, thank you for joining us, everybody. We've got a couple of viewers in the stream. Let us know where you're watching from and what is your favorite variety of poker. You like playing Hold'em 2 cards? You like playing PLO 4 cards? Congress, Big O, 5-card games?
I personally like to play Hold'em the most, but I love watching me some 4-card.
Yeah, I like...
a lot more happening there.
You know, it took me a long time to figure out what the draw was with PLO. It just seemed like Hold'em with unnecessary steps. And I realized just about any starting hand is going to be pretty good. So it opens up to see flops and have a little more post-flop play. I think that's why a lot of the higher level players in our room here prefer to play PLO.
Some pocket rockets for Moss.
Just aces. No big deal. We got pocket deuces for Rock Chalk and pocket 7s for BB. This is the second time in a row. Who's shuffling these cards?
I would say Robert.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
2 queens and a 9.
Nobody with a queen.
He's catching a lot there.
Motier holding the 9 there. Lucy also with a slightly better 9 the jack kicker. Turn as a king. Rock Chalk now drawn to
open ender.
Open ender.
And a flush draw.
Actually, no, he does have a straight. Rock Chalk with the straight here, but BB gets the flush.
Ooh.
Bet denied, says Motier. Just scooping the chip right back into his stack, but the dealer says, no. That bet does stand.
Hard line is what I've heard.
Hard line, yes, indeed. And everybody else folds anyway. That'll do it. On to the next. Hand number 5. We are working this button around, having a good time.
I think Slate is going to have quads.
Okay. All right. You know what? I will take the under on that bet. I will say Slate is not the first to get quads. We'll put $5 on it. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. Now, I played recently in a very small home game. I think we were playing 1 cent, 2 cent. And I get there after maybe an hour or 2 hours of the game running. Mr. Dawson over here has like 4,000 chips in front of him. Absolutely crushing.
I cracked me some aces.
And there's Mr. Billy showing up. Always make an entrance. Chris looking down at some pocket rockets
More
himself
rockets.
this time. Slate with the jack high flush. Possible.
Always sucks holding one of your outs.
It does. It does indeed. That's the danger of PLO.
Wow, Chris has a nice hand. If that jack was the heart, that would be one of the best hands.
Be a top tier hand right there. Motier holding just one too many hearts. Looks like that is the trend of these hands.
I'm seeing a lot of straight flush opportunities here.
Okay. Let's see what Robert puts out on the flop. It is his decision, after all. The dealer is responsible for the randomness of the cards. Of course, I'm kidding.
Nut flush draw for Tyler.
Love to see that, and a pair of threes. And it looks like, yep, Tyler's going to lead out here. Absolutely. Got a lot of equity here. Got a real decent flop. And he's also got some backdoor wheel possibilities as well. He's going to have to go runner with the 4 and the 5. But it is possible. Stranger things have happened. Basically a coin flip with Chris, but Chris folds. And Michael Slate, real good draws here. He is up and down.
Gonna scoop up some of that
And
equity.
he does decide to call. A 5 comes off. One of the running cards Tyler needs for that straight. Now any 4 or club will get him there. It's a 2 instead. Picking up 2 pair, going to be good enough to beat Slate. Slate checks. Let's see if Tyler goes for any added value, and he does not. Just turns over the 2 pair. Slate says, you're good, my friend.
Oh, I see. I couldn't figure out where Slate's equity was coming from on the turn, but they both had an open ender.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting stuff. Interesting.
And there we go. Button moves. Motier now on the dealer button. We are playing a standard 1-3 game. We do have under-the-gun straddles here possible on this, but we have not seen any so far. Megan in the chat saying, go Team Joni. It is her birthday, after all. Turning 21.
I remember my 21st birthday.
Yeah, me too. I remember the first time I turned 27 also.
My mom's been 26 for about 10 years now. 15 years.
That's one way to do it. Hey, if they say age is just a number, why not play by those rules?
And Billy's coming in the big blind. And Billy's one of those players, he doesn't let it get to showdown a lot, so I don't get to see what he's playing.
Yep.
So
He is absolutely lethal. Wait, Chris sitting in the hot seat here, huh? How about that? Ace King 6-5.
Big schlick.
Lucy looking down at a 7 deuce along with a King Queen. Great first 2 cards, awful second 2 cards. What do you do there? She decides to call.
I like Tyler's hand here. Jack 10 suited, Queen 4 suited. Ace 9-9 on the button.
Not bad there. Also suited Ace 9. Rock Chalk holding one of the aces, Chris with the other one, so unlikely that another ace will come off. And by unlikely, of course, I mean absolutely impossible. We hope. If another ace comes off, we're in trouble.
I did put 4 aces on the 2 flops on a bomb pot the other day. It was pretty funny.
That is awesome.
Kind of nervous someone's going to
Yeah.
pull up an ace.
Yikes.
Oh,
Whoa, wait a second.
floor.
And here we go. We are heads up to this flop. Motier and Tyler looking at a King Jack 4 flop.
That's a real good flop for Tyler. Keeps him open-ended, I believe.
Even better, arguably, for Motier. Because now he's got Tyler. The best he can have is a pair right now.
Or
Ooh,
trips.
Or a full house. How is that?
Yep.
Motier now in bad shape. Let's see if he can sniff this one out. 165 is the bet.
He is drawn to 4 cards to a boat, but we know that 2 of those aces aren't coming.
That's right.
And a 9 is no good.
A 9 would be absolutely disastrous. Let's see what Robert puts out. It's a 2 instead. Absolutely blank.
Gonna keep Rudy safe.
Yep. And Tyler with the second biggest boat.
Wow, that pot is up there already. I didn't even
Third
notice.
biggest boat. Yeah, pot's huge. And he's going to bet 150, just trying to milk.
Rudy snaps him off.
Snaps him off with a pair of aces and a pair of 9s. No good. Tyler picking up that pot. $790 in the middle. I would call that max value right there.
I think that was our biggest pot so far.
So
Gonna
far.
make Tyler our chip leader.
Oh, we will see some 4-digit pots. 100% likelihood. And yeah, you're right. We got a new chip leader here at the table, Mr. Tyler at 1,572. BB at 1,003. Rock Chalk 965, basically tied with Chris. Moche down to 239, but still plenty of play left.
Slate's going to be saving most of his money for when he's the first to hit quads, so
Yes.
not surprised to see him there yet. Being patient.
And if he doesn't, if he's not the first one, I guess you owe me $5.
$5 richer.
I'm kidding, of course. That is a terrible bet. Slate looking down. Queen, Jack, 10-4. Ladies coming out from Miss Lucy. I like to see it.
All the queens are gone.
See you later, queens. I like Billy's hand here, the ace 10-5-4. If it weren't rainbow, it'd be a lot better in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
But this way you got the top 2 Broadway cards. You got some wheel cards. You make a pair of aces on the flop. And the 4-5 can connect with that 7 as well.
What about a set for Brandon?
A set for Brandon looks pretty good. Those 7s are
That's
running
the second.
hot.
The second set of 7s on the flop. Let's see if they can hold this time.
Checks around to Lucy. Lucy going to check it as well.
Lucy is the only flush draw here. With her queens.
That queen high second nut flush draw. Feels a little better when you see the ace on the board.
Yep. Only thing that would make me feel even better is king. And then
Right.
you got the nuts.
And let's see. Lucy with a decision here. She's going to call the 25.
Good float. See what happens. There it is.
There it is. One of the best cards in the deck for her. I think only a king would have been better. Let's see. Does she lead out here? She looks like she is going to grab a couple of chips. $50. BB not dead yet by any stretch.
Still
Just needs
drawn
the
to a boat.
board to pair. Or quads. Oh, and
there's
the
a king. Guaranteeing Lucy's got the best hand.
Lucy with the nut flush. Now, if you're Brandon, it's going to be even harder to put her on a flush because 4 of the spades are already out there.
Looks like he does snap fold, though.
He snap folds, and Lucy snap shows. She's going to
80%.
chip up right there. Megan feeling proud right now on Team Joni. Watching her scoop a pot. Got to feel pretty good.
Okay,
No.
so it's back. I was going to say this is probably the hand where he gets quads and he's not sitting here, but he's here for it. So quads are incoming.
I'll take the under on that one. $1 that he does not hit quads on this hand.
He's got a pair. I already feel it.
Slate is coming in on the big blind. That puts Miss Lucy under the gun. Jack 7-6 tray. Decent hand, double suited.
Double connected. There's a straight flush. Let's see what Slate has.
Tyler getting out of there. Out of position, weak hand. I like that fold. Brandon also looks like he's going to play along here. He's coming along with the ace 9-5 deuce. And
Pocket rocket.
Moche looking at the pocket rockets. Chris with the King Jack 10-10. I like that hand as well. Board full of clubs.
Okay.
Nobody holding clubs.
So 2 more 9s are going to come. Oh, Brandon has it.
Ah.
Next hand, next hand.
Next hand. Next hand.
9.
Checks around to Moche.
Oh, 9s and 2s. I see.
Betting $100. The pocket aces. Let's see if they'll hold for him this time. BB with the 2 pair, a.k.a. boat draw. Sorry, 1 pair.
Oh, he's got 9s and 2s.
Oh, 9s and 2s, yep. And
Oh,
there's the
yeah.
wheel.
Yep.
Checks around. Another 4. The board pairs.
3 pair and a wheel. I'll take that hand.
Yeah, I do expect that to check, and it sure does. BB showing off the wheel. Moche shaking his head, just can't catch the right cards at the right time, but there is still plenty of live stream left. We've only been going for 25 minutes so far. I Things are looking good. All right, here's the question, Dawson. First player to $2,000. Tyler's in the lead right now. Who do you think it's going to be?
See, the obvious pick is Tyler, but I'm not going with the obvious pick. I'm going with my boy Brandon tonight.
Okay. All right, I'm going with Miss Lucy. She's got the birthday luck.
Birthday luck goes a long way.
I did play a poker game one time with a guy. It was his birthday. He was drinking shots of Fireball, about 5 at a time.
Dear Lord.
Going all in blind, and could not lose a single hand.
Reminds me of a ham run I witnessed one time where he was standing up to leave and just could not lose.
Sometimes it happens. Must be nice. I don't know what that's like to sun run like that.
Bunch of suited. Got some 5s, some 4s, some 9s. Slate's got a nice hand. King, queen, 10.
Pretty decent hand
Ooh.
there. The 2 dangler is suited, so at least you get a little equity with it.
Billy's hand looks real nice.
Yeah, Billy, almost a straight flush in his hand right there. Slate, of course, holding the queen of diamonds. One of my favorite cards in the deck.
I think I know what the first is.
What is it?
Ace of spades.
Of course.
Holding right there.
Of course it is. You got to go all in anytime you see the ace of spades, even in a PLO game. The dealer may try to stop you and say, no, you can only bet pot. You tell him, trust me, this is going to work.
Tyler does get it straight.
Nobody holding hearts.
So is it the dummy end of the straight when you have the gutter and the low part?
The
Or is
dummy
it
end is just the low
just
end of the straight.
Just the 2 low parts? Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
so, 9-7 would be that, and that's what Tyler's holding.
Okay. What would you call 9 queen? What would that straight be called?
That would be the high straight.
The smarty straight?
Smarty straight, sure. The genius level.
Here comes Tyler to get to 2,000 first.
Betting 115. Not quite a pot size bet. And everybody folds.
No extra value, but he's happy to take it down.
Yep, taking it down. Tyler really doing well for himself. Uh-oh, at 1755.
He has come to play.
He really has. And he actually could be our first player to 2,000. And we are doing a 70% match the stack. So at any point, once we get to 2,000, these players can come in for another up to 1,400. We may see some add-ons before the night is over. Next week, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we have some things in the works. A particular headliner that is at the table right now, putting together a game. A little Big O, possibly.
We need the ham game. Where's the ham game?
BB looking down at the deuces. Yeah, we do need the ham game, actually, now that I think about it. Ham, where you at, man? Come back to West Texas. We miss you.
Nothing too crazy here. Pocket 7s with a suited ace. Very nice. Pocket 2s. Chris looking at a nice nice hand for some straight potential. Slate as well.
Moche with the best 7-deuce I've ever seen. Uh-oh. Board paired already. 7, 8, 9, 10. Chris with a good wrap here. Slate with the 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King.
Check through.
Checking around. Paired board. You got a straight or you're drawn to a straight. You can't feel too comfortable. Nobody, of course, holding pocket 10s or pocket 3s right now. Or pocket 8s for that matter.
I would take pocket 8s in this spot for sure.
Billy betting 75 here.
Let's get 2 callers.
Drawn to the flush. Doesn't get there. The king does show up, though. That'll give Chris 2 pair.
I had a player in I want to say it was the free roll. I was explaining to him that the board paired, so his initial 2 pair didn't beat the board's pair, so
Right.
it's a chop pot. And he goes, "What do you mean my kicker doesn't play? My kicker's another pair." Oh my gosh, it cracked me up.
I do like when your kicker is a pair, you're feeling pretty good usually. Unless it's counterfeit in that spot. And Billy's going to take it down with aggression alone. Stone cold bluff. First one of the night, getting through on hand number 11. I'm telling you, those prime number hands, they're pretty wild.
That was a great bluff. Kind of missed it, but
Excellently timed, excellently executed.
the turn bet definitely helped with that river bet for sure.
On to hand number 12, we've had a dozen hands so far. Pretty cool to see. That is the lightning speed of Mr. Robert himself.
Fours and fours.
Fours and fours and threes and nines. Pocket pair count. Up to 4 so far.
Let's make it 5.
Tyler,
Ooh, nice.
there's the nines. No quads coming from Moche, Tyler, or Billy.
I think Slate's 8 is live for quads here. Oh,
Nope. Not this time. He does make a pair of kings, however. And it looks like it's going to check around. Not too wet of a board, but those two hearts look like they're slowing down some action. Tyler and Billy just notching each other out here. Tyler with the 10 high flush draw, Billy with the 9 high flush draw. Basil in the chat watching from North Korea. Let's see, is this the...
Eric.
There we go. Yeah, every time Rock Chalk wins a pot, we'll have to hit that button.
Oh my gosh, we have a shove.
We've got our first all-in of the night.
What does Ricky say? All in situation, folks. Oh my gosh.
All
Cracks me.
you can eat. A real meal deal. And it looks like Chris Moss betting 215 here with his 2 pair, jacks and deuces.
I think because of his backdoor flush, Daniel. That's what I'm seeing. He does have 1 overcard as well. Now that everyone's out, Lucy has more equity with her top 2 pair.
Now keep in mind also the computer does keep track of the folded cards as well as the muck. So there may be a couple of cards missing that are contributing to that equity number. And it looks like we're going to run it out here. There's a 3. No help to either player. And an 8. Lucy. 2 pair kings and jacks going to take the first board.
And we are running it twice.
A deuce.
That's a boat.
Chris Boats.
Needs a faded king.
And a 6.
Chop it, chop it.
The boat does beat Lucy's 3 pair, kings, jacks, and 6s.
Oh, a third?
A third time, and another 2 comes off. The case deuce.
That's wild.
Wow, and Chris a little bit behind. We'll take 2/3 of that pot.
He is 1,000% happy with that. No, don't tell me there's a 4th board coming, Robert.
And Lucy looking like, why are you doing that to me, Chris? It's my birthday.
Two-thirds going to Chris. What'd you say that dealers hate this one trick?
Yeah, this 1 2/3 trick right here. And a little bit of a discussion here at the table.
Billy, one of those players that can look at 7 different four-handed or 4-card hands and instantly tell what's what.
Yeah, unbelievable gift right there.
He's very quick with it.
I like to imagine when he's falling asleep, instead of counting sheep, he's just reading poker boards.
That's funny.
And look at this. Look at this expert skill here. Robert really stacking chips with lightning fast accuracy and speed. Ladies first. Miss Lucy taking down her third. And the rest going to Mr. Moss on vacation. Chipping up as well.
Now in the running for the first 2,000, we got, what have we got? 3, 4 people past 1,000 now?
That's right.
Tyler, he's close.
Yeah, he's close. Still in the lead, hitting 2,000 so far. And we got Aiden in the chat. What's going on, my man? Good to hear from you, buddy.
Thank you.
Aiden says we're missing one good commentator. Maybe one decent one acceptable. I'm kidding.
One guy that thinks Pokemon's beat Lions.
Yeah, what is that about? There is no way. A billion Lions. Come on. By sheer numbers, of course it's going to be the Lions. I digress. Rock Chalk looking down. One too many diamonds. Billy holding just the right amount, though not very high. Jack 10-9 deuce. And it looks like both players are going to come along here.
Do you ever look at a hand and say, oh, this hand just nailed the last board? Obviously, it's not going to hit this board.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm only human. I know that's not the way to think about things. You know what? Do you one better. Sometimes I look at a hand and I say, wow, I haven't seen this connect with any board lately.
Yep.
Even though it's not a good hand, I think I'm going to play it and see what happens. Of course, it never hits.
I haven't seen a 9 or a 3 on the past 20 flops. I'm about to hit a boat.
About to hit a boat. Yeah, by the law of averages, you'd think there'd be something to that. But no, it hasn't worked out for me. Flop comes out with 2 clubs.
Tyler with the nut flush, looking to get you 2,000 right here, right now.
And a straight.
Oh, he drilled it.
Yeah, Tyler, that's what we call flopping the world. Moche with a set of 7s. Tyler gets there on the flush. A little bit counterfeit, though. Rock Chalk also holding a straight, but no good against Tyler's flush. Moche and Tyler have been doing battle so far tonight.
Dodges the paired board.
Dodges the paired board. Let's see if Tyler can get any additional value. He is in position here. Moche checks. You think he'll bet? You think Moche will call a quarter pot size bet here?
That's a weird board. I just noticed the straight is on the board.
Yeah, and
So
Tyler's
I don't
going
know.
big
I'm calling
here.
a lot at all.
Tyler goes big. Maybe an attempt to make it look like he's trying to buy the pot. Doesn't work, though. Moche sniffs it out. Says, no go. You're not getting any more of my chips, buddy.
Better player than I am folding top set. That's a rough fold.
That is a
That's
rough
good
fold.
Should be coming up on a bomb pot very soon.
Should be. It looks like Robert holding things down over here. I got to say, Tyler, nice watch, man. Nice watch.
Here's Slate to check his quad draw.
Let's see here. Slate off to a good start. Got a pair of 6s.
We're halfway there, baby.
3 quad draws here for Slate.
Mystery player coming in, filling up the table.
One more in the mix. Could be Mr. Alex. Let's see. Face reveal
Dodge.
on next camera change.
I have not seen a 6 yet. I'm feeling it right here.
This might be the one. Couple of kings already out. Queens already out.
The sixes are live.
Aiden saying Slate with queen 6 is going to take it down. That is true. He does have queen 6.
I'm predicting a flop of 6, 3,
Ace.
6, 3, ace sounds good.
All right. There is one ace left in the deck. No, there is not.
Okay, 6,
Never
3,
mind.
10. 6, 3, 10 right here.
Oh,
I missed it all.
Jack 7, 8 is the actual flop here. Lucy with 2 pair.
Slate can still go runner.
He could. It is possible. I've seen stranger things happen. And I have seen stranger things.
That's all I hear when I hear Stranger Things. Some brain rot.
That's Mr. Paul. Paul Ferris sitting down here.
Nicely clean shaven.
Very nice.
He's been playing a lot of our 5K guaranteed tournaments. Been
Doing
playing
well for
real good.
himself.
Yep.
Great player, great guy. Always a good sense of humor. Sometimes comes in with a bottle of wine. I got to say I like it. The classy choice.
And
Although I do tend to fancy the Miller Lights myself, like Mr. Brandon does.
Miller Lite is winning.
Yes, indeed. And here we go. Off to that bomb pot. Mr. Tech showing up right in time. Keeping things fresh. One of our favorite dealers. I don't know if he caught that. I think Robert's ear was a little sweaty. Letting Tech know I wiped it down for you, buddy.
I don't know if you've ever tried to put on a VR headset after someone was having a good Beat Saber run.
Oh, yikes.
You're catching all their sweat.
Yikes. I got a VR headset a couple years ago. I use it every once in a while.
Yeah, it's one of those things you overuse right when you get it, and then you're like, do I really want to put it back on?
Yeah, it's like the paddle shifters on your car. Try it once, and then it's pretty good. I also did the Omni directional treadmill setup at Synergy over here. I gotta say, I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, they had one going in Odessa that we tried to do, but it was all kinds of messed up. There was no one running it, so we decided we'll try another time.
Yep.
Team Billy, Team Slate, I like it.
Yeah, I just like to play my video games on the couch.
Oh, yeah, nice and comfortable.
Yeah, I don't want to do cardio at the same time. Aiden, abiding by his own rules here. You can be on one team for 2 players, and that is the max. 10-5-4 on the board 1, King 9-7 on the second board here. Rock Chalk, that's what we call a lot of clubs.
That's a whole lot of clubs.
Billy with a pretty good wrap here. 4, 5, 6, 10.
2 pair for Miss Lucy on our 21st.
There it is. Kings and 9s, the old chow wow.
Kings and 7s. Ooh, getting notched. I love that coin trick Moss does.
That's a good one.
Table.
It's a good one. 7 on the top board, deuce on the bottom. Both are diamonds. Slate now with the nut flush draw on both boards. If you're asking me, that's worth a bet, but he's going to check. Lucy going to bet for him, $50. Brandon going to call. Moche.
Drawn to a set.
Drawn to a set. Drawn to a straight on that top board with the king and the 9. Looking for a jack.
And it gets there. Oh, wait, is that on the right board?
Wrong board.
That is the wrong board. Oh, no, it's the right board.
No, it is. Yeah. Moche picking up the straight. Actually, graphics say scoop.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about
Pair of 10s, I guess.
King 9.
Looks like Lucy's got a better kicker for the other board there. And Moche's option. How much does he bet? The full pot. And Lucy.
Oh, she's got 10s and 4s. He's got queens and 4s. I see. Yeah, that's a scooper.
Yeah, tens and I see. You're right. Scoop, scoop.
So the graphics do show a chop. It'll say 50-50.
Yeah, it'll show S.
Okay.
Split pot.
I see. Uno for the next stream, Aiden. I like it.
I'm into that.
Destroy some relationships.
Yeah, really. Used to play that in college. Me and one of my good friends would sit on opposite sides of one of our other friends that we didn't like as much. And we would team up against him.
Oh, that's brutal.
And we got him so mad one time that he actually flipped the table. I've never seen anyone flip a table in real life before, but he sure did.
Did you see that guy flip the table at, I can't remember what tournament it was, somewhere in Vegas. Oh my gosh, he was going crazy.
No, I haven't seen that one
He
yet.
looked very upset.
I can imagine.
Someone told me he wasn't even playing, so I don't know what the story was there.
His horse had a bad beat, maybe. Who knows? That is too funny. Yeah, strange things happen. Strange things.
But we've seen stranger things.
All right, Aiden, I'll play my reverse card and say no Uno on the next stream. But I'll make you draw 4.
I've always thought about how funny that would be if like a draw 4 came out on a flop or on the river.
You know, that would be a funny trick. Show up at a poker table wearing long sleeves and all the cards up your sleeve are Uno cards.
I did read a little Reddit story the other day. Someone talking about crazy things that's happened in their poker room, and someone said that someone brought their own ace of clubs, waited for the deck to match up, and then turned over 2 ace of clubs.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good way to get found out.
Yep, there can only be one. I'd save it for the spade if I were you next time, buddy.
Yeah. Use that spade, my friend. Yeah, Lucy looking down. Jack 10-4 deuce. Looks like she raises it up to $15.
Nice looking hand for Chris, too.
Chris dealing with a good hand. Billy's, I think, is my favorite so far, though, even though all the 10s are out. I like those pocket 9s. I'm feeling quads right here. Okay, never mind.
Still drawn to a boat.
Still drawn to a boat. Got the boat draw. Chris flopping 2 pair, technically.
And these are all big stacks. This has the potential to get ugly.
This is going to be wild. Lucy just added on. The pre-flop aggressor does check this time. We'll see another card come off. It's a 7 of clubs. Billy actually with the flush draw, but he's notched out by BB's high or king-high flush draw. Chris looks like he's leading on this turn card here. Betting $50. Pair of queens, pair of 3s.
He does get the better flush draw to fold, so if Billy holds on here. Nope. Let's go.
Chris will take it down.
Good bet.
Yeah, I started saying good bet instead of good hand. I feel like that's a little small little needle. Hey, I'm complimenting you, kind of.
Good bet. I really wanted to see the next card, but you made me not able to.
You made me not do it. We are KoJack's in Midland. Thanks for checking us out, everybody. Got a good number of viewers in the stream. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you're doing for dinner. If you got any dinner plans or if you ate already. I am always hungry on these streams. And let us know if you're coming out for any of our weekend tournaments. We got the Deep Stack coming up on Saturday. 5K guarantee that will get you points if you cash as well. If you win, you'll be entered into the Tournament of Champions. Both tournaments, the prize is a seat at the WSOP main event. And we've also got another 5K guarantee, good enough for points and potentially a seat at the WSOP main event. That is the Black Chip Bounty. Every player you knock out, you get $100.
Oh, that's a fun tournament. I think that's my favorite tournament.
Yeah, you were telling me that the other day. I really enjoy the style of bounty tournaments.
Oh yeah, and it got heads up with Paulo and Jackson Shiksh's Ruben.
Ah, yes.
And they you know how it is, heads up. Just
Oh, yeah.
You got a good decent looking hand shove, try to take the blind. Ruben smooth calls his small blind with pocket aces. Paulo shoves. I see a grin smirk up on Ruben's face, and he goes, "Well, I call." Flips over his aces.
There it
That's
is.
the end of the tournament.
Good enough to take her down.
Ooh, and a set of kings, drilling it.
Oh, man. Tyler, top set. Love to see that. And the backdoor flush draw.
Only one other flush draw there, and he's out.
JT, I didn't see your comment earlier. Go fish on the next stream. I like it. I like it. And a 4 comes off on the turn. 4 spades. No flush draw for Tyler, but Chris has the queen-high spade draw here. And he's going to check it. Wait for Tyler to bet. He sure does. $125 at a time.
And he's got a gut shot. Tyler
That's
with
right.
the blocker, though.
If it's me, I'm Chris. I'm calling here. Got a combo draw working for the spade flush, looking for a 10 to hit Broadway.
He's got double gutter. That is a pretty nice hand.
Yeah, you're right. The 5 will get him there as well. A lot of good cards to improve on here, but he's only got one shot. Does make the call.
Some would say too many outs.
And yes, too many outs verified. Chris misses everything. See if he wants to take a stab, try to bluff him. No, he does check. Tyler not likely to get any additional value. Let's see if he tries a value bet here. Sure looks like he's stacking up chips.
Yeah, he's got nothing to call with. Not even a pair.
Tyler betting $250. Chris got to lay it down. And Tyler gets there, first player to 2,000 chips. Congratulations, Tyler. You done good, buddy. 2,100 in his stack now. Moche catching up to 1,500.
Ooh.
BB at 1095, Billy at 1053, Rock Chalk 893, Chris at 887. Slate now the short stack at 441, but even that, a lot of power. A lot of power in those chips.
Oh, yeah, especially when you get quads.
That's right. All it takes is one double up with those quads, and he'll be right back in the action.
I'm feeling like BB or Billy is about to win a huge pot. About to get right up there with Tyler.
You know what? Honestly, I would not be surprised.
Motier. I think all that money's from that bomb pot. He scooped that one.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did take down a big bomb pot. Slate with the pocket sevens this time.
Here it comes.
3 quad draws once again.
Slightly worse than 4 quad draws, but we'll take it. Come on, no 7s. Oh, there it is. Is Queen still alive? Nope. All the quad draws are gone. We'll have to wait for the next hand.
No quads for Slate.
All the 7s are gone at that, too.
Yep. Ace, ace, 10.
Ooh.
Nasty looking flop. Tyler with top set this time.
Nice little trip and a gut shot to that. Nope. Yeah, to a queen or a king.
Tyler,
a
I
jack.
think,
Needs a
yeah, needs a jack. I think he's,
this guy I was missing.
I think he's in the hot seat. I think it's safe to say the hot seat is right where Tyler is sitting. Turn cards at jack.
There it is. That is the hot seat.
Tyler gets there immediately. 2 flush draws on the board, though. May slow a little of this action down. Chris with king jack of hearts.
3 pair and a flush draw.
He's got the Broadway draw. Could actually, if the queen of hearts is still out there, could make a straight flush. Let's see. Tyler betting 140. Let's see if Chris decides to chase here. He's out. And Tyler, nonstop aggression.
He can't lose.
He can't lose. These players just not quite good enough to call down, but with this much betting, you got to wonder, are these players thinking that he's just bluffing them out of a couple of pots here?
Got to pay to see it.
Got to pay to see it.
No pay, no show.
You can see that look on Chris's face, trying to piece together how exactly that last hand went.
He's definitely a thinker.
He
Thinks
is.
a lot. Tech in the box, pitching some heat.
Pitching heat right now. We call him Mr. Lightning. And by we, I mean me. And by call him, I mean just right now. Now Miss Lucy under the gun on her birthday with pocket tens. Ace King 8-5 for BB. Moche looking at the Ace Jack 6 deuce. He's got 21 in his hand. That's what we call blackjack. 10-4-4. How's that for birthday luck?
Oh, drilled it so hard, everyone is drawing dead. The entire table.
And she's going to bet out. Looks like 25. Almost a full pot size bet. Nobody can call.
Not ace.
Nobody with anything. And she shows it. Shows the boat.
And the blocker to the quad, so she had it.
Thanks, guys.
Happy birthday to me, I guess.
She'll refund a little bit of that money in the big blind. Jordan, no seat open right now for this game, but we do have a small list going on. If you want to jump on that list, not a bad idea. If one of these players gets up, we may have room for an alternate to pop up. We are also running a 1-2 in the main room.
Paul's got that look like he's about to have a real good hand here.
Yeah, Slate's got that look like he wants quads.
Me and him both.
BB now King 9, 7-6, a little Chihuahua hand. The old K9.
What is our dog today?
I think it's a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
And we do have a 1-3 game running as well in the main room. So if you want to get on either of those lists, Jordan, you are more than welcome to do so. Or just come out and see us. Got a couple of players ready to play. 101 in the middle here, pre-flop. One of the bigger pre-flop sizes we've seen so far. King 4-4. Moche drilling the fours.
Only one king here. Brandon.
Moche betting 65. And he'll take it down right there. I've seen a trend, and I believe it's holding. The trend is if you nail the flop too hard, you bet out. Everybody else folds. That's the trend.
Sometimes I feel that's how my online games go. They can see my cards. They, oh, he just drilled a boat. Let's all fold.
Let's all fold.
Let's all fold, like open fold, just so he can't even get the chance to bet.
I do need to jump on that online game. I'm thinking about just putting a little money on there. I heard you're crushing it.
I'm really loving it. I'm still studying a lot, so.
Good man.
I did have the other night I was at a very, very aggressive table. I'm telling you, we didn't make it to one flop without, most of the time without a 4-bet flop, but most of the time 3-better, just an open raise with some callers. I finally wake up with kings in the big blind. The entire table folds.
Come on.
It's all a setup. That's all I'm saying. It's all a setup. They all saw I had kings. They all got out of there.
Wow.
Jackson Shakeshish.
Jackson Shikshish for Moche. Paul Ace King 9 tray. Chris King 8-5-4. Not worst hand I've seen.
Everybody holding one too many suits. Got 3 hearts for Slate, 3 hearts for Brandon, 3 diamonds for Lucy.
3 spades for Paul.
Yep. With Big Slick, though. Can't forget Big Slick.
King Queen 7 on the flop here. A lot of clubs out there, Chris. With the club draw. Second nut flush draw. Always feels a little spicy.
Especially in 4 cards.
Yep.
Really, really with 4 cards.
Chris going to build the pot a little bit here, betting $30. Getting at least one caller from Tyler. Two callers. Tyler. Nope, just Tyler.
Just with his open under.
And the ace of clubs right there. Chris with the nuts.
There could be blood. He's got Broadway.
Tyler's hot seat getting a little cold here. Tyler's going to check it over to Chris. Chris betting out once again. It's the size, $90.
That's a tough fold. Let's see if you can find it. I couldn't.
I don't think I'd be able to either.
Cannot.
Especially with that flop bet. You got to wonder, is he betting a flush draw? Chris is playing pretty snug so far. Tyler,
oh my gosh,
playing an excellent game. Are you kidding me?
What a fold.
Excellent fold right there.
That might be our fold of the night. I
mean, unbelievable. Excellent fold from Tyler.
It's not
really good stuff.
It's not too hard to put someone on a flush, but I mean, you got Broadway, man. I hate not having Broadway.
Yeah,
if I could have Broadway every hand, I'd take it.
That's true. That's something I would take also.
Tech already making his cut, shuffling them cards lightning fast. Looks like Rudy's coming back with a, what is that, a Babe Ruth? Maybe a Three Musketeers and a straddle. I'm loving it. Jack, 10, Queen. I think that would be somewhere in Basil's range right there. 2 10s for Slate. Quad draw for 10s is unfortunately not there. Yeah, all the 10s are gone. Lots of clubs. Billy holding one too many spades, but I believe spades are the least held suit here. Maybe diamonds. No, definitely hearts. Yep, there's 2 hearts. Rudy with the best of it with his straddle. He's probably feeling pretty good about that. And there's his flush. It's not going to lock down the board. Because Billy has 2 pair and can get a boat, but he doesn't. Instead, he picks up 3 pair, which is no good ever. Rudy thinking, did I really have the best hand right here with my straddle? And he does. That's 50, and I don't think he's going to get one caller. Looks like he might have shown them one. Said, I'm not buying the pot. I had something. And Rudy is 350 away from our next contestant to 2,000. Brandon's still holding on. Won a couple early pots. Pretty good pots. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Brandon had was heads up with someone else. I can't remember who. But all Brandon had was a pair of kings. There was a straight possibility on the board, and I think there was a straight, a flush. No, I think it was just a straight and a boat opportunity on the board. And he bets, gets raised, and then proceeds to shove with his pair of kings. And it was one of the best bets I've seen personally in live poker, because he was betting off a straight, repping the boat. And the other guy actually didn't have anything, but regardless, it was a great bet. Lots of clubs. Too many clubs to see a club on the flop. Right, Tech? Yep. 2 more hearts. Mo's here looking to pick up another flush draw. Rudy came back with a straddle and a Babe Ruth. Hit a flush. Did it all with style. Slate's probably feeling pretty good about his king here. Rudy does get out of the way with the only flush draw. Tyler's got kings and 5s. There's Rudy's flush. Goes check, check. And Slate's king 7. He's going to hold.
Looks like Tyler's hot seat cooling down a little bit. Went from couldn't miss to not quite winning. But he does lose the minimum on that one.
He's finding really good folds.
Tyler is an excellent player.
Very impressive.
I played against him one time when we had Clyde's room. And he would bluff me, and I would fold. Or he'd value bet me, and I would call. And I don't know how he knew every single time what I was going to do, but he sure got me.
This is the hand. This is the hand where I call the bluff, and I get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it.
Exactly.
This is the hand where I make the hero fold, and then he shows you 7 deuce.
Little poker advice from your boy here. If you have ace high, it's not the greatest bluff catcher.
But if you ever do catch a bluff with ace high, the whole table will erupt. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, you just got to have enough sense to know when it's good and when it's not. Unfortunately, that's the part I'm lacking. I can get ace high pretty good, but I can't use it very well.
In fact, almost every time I have an ace in my hand, I have ace high.
That's true.
I'd say about 95% of the time.
Yeah, I could. I can relate.
Queen Jack for Slate and Tyler.
Rock chalk. I like that hand. King 10, 8-4. Just weak enough to miss a flop, just strong enough to hit it real hard if you hit it. And it looks like he's going to miss, kind of hitting a pair of 8s, but no good against Moche's aces. BB's 2 pair with a lot of spades.
4 spades.
Yeah, that's that's what we call what we call too many spades. That's an industry term. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Looks like the only flush draw is clubs. Nope, Lucy's got diamonds. So does Rock Chalk. Lots of flushes in these PLO games, I'm noticing.
Oh yeah,
Lots
of flushes. Chris with the backdoor flush possibility. Tyler, same story. Nobody holding hearts. Lucy holding diamonds, but not quite as good as Rock Chalk's diamonds with the king. There's another heart. Nobody holding hearts. Lucy now, the pair of 3s. At least she's got something.
BB's 2 pair is going to hold. Let's see if he can hold.
Yeah, it will hold if he goes to showdown. That is a big question, though. Middle 2, not exactly the best hand, but he's on the button. He's going to check it back. Scoop that pot. Always nice to get $185 in profit. I mean, $185 pot and pick up $150 in profit.
Oh yeah. Always sucks when you're in those positions too, and you realize you could have bet for some more value, but you just really didn't have the hand to do it.
It is scary sometimes. You never want to get re-raised
Yeah,
when you have one of those speculative hands.
Yep, you don't want to give someone the rope to bluff.
That's right.
And get stuck in the tank.
Good strategic element right there.
AK,
right.
I didn't even see you said what's up. What's up, AK?
AK waving at us. What's going on, my man? Good to see you, buddy.
He's been playing a lot of our tournaments too.
There we go.
Another really great player.
Yes, indeed. Always nice to see him in the room. Excellent player, playing some tournaments. I would not be surprised to see him at the Tournament of Champions.
Oh, yeah. He's got to be in the point running.
Any of our 5K guaranteed tournaments. If you win, you're automatically entered into that free roll Tournament of Champions. At the end of that tournament, we're giving away a seat to the WSOP main event. Same story with the Tournament of Leaders. If you cash in any of those 5K guaranteed tournaments, you get points. You get enough points, you'll be in that tournament. We're taking the top 9 players.
Going to be a very intense tournament, especially that because the Tournament of Winners is going to be multi-tabled, right? But that Tournament of Point Leaders is only going to be one table.
That's
correct?
right. Taking the top 9, the highest enough to fill one single table. Now, if you do win the Tournament of Champions and you have the most points, we'll go to the 10th spot.
Let's see. Yeah, that 9-handed table, that's going to be an intense little tournament.
Very intense. Who's who of who's been playing?
I know George is in there. Ruben, I believe. Rudy's been playing a lot too. I'm sure he's in the point running now.
Oh, yeah. And if you need to check your standing, we print out lists every week. We got Moses in the chat too. Que paso, mi compadres?
What's up, my comrades? Right? What's up, my friends?
I think it's companions.
Companion?
Yeah, technically. But
Comrades.
yeah, friends is, yeah. Mi amigo. And BB with the 8665 on a board of Jack, Trey. Slate boating up right away.
Wasting no time.
Wasting no time betting everything he possibly can.
Oh, who bet there? Oh, wow.
I think Slate raised after Moche bet. Moche betting the wheel draw. And Lucy giving up.
And BB was the only one left with equity, so Slate's got this locked down and ready folds.
And that'll do it. And it looks like Jason coming on into the box.
About to bomb this pot.
There it is. When the bomb pot's out.
Looks like there might be a little more sweat on that headset. Courteous rub.
It's been a little warm. Been a little warm out there.
Oh, yeah.
We hit 90-something today.
The heat is coming.
Yikes. Looking a little scary for the summertime. We'll have to see what happens. Everybody make sure to change your filters in your AC. Try and keep that electric bill down. I changed mine just the other night.
Keep the coolant, or what's that blue stuff called for your car?
Oh, yeah. Antifreeze.
Antifreeze. There it
Get
is.
that coolant going. Top up all the fluids. It is going to be that time, and I really think it is going to be a hot summer. Look out. When I moved here, a friend gave me a tip. Don't walk around barefoot when it's real hot outside.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's hot enough to melt the asphalt sometimes. That blacktop gets a little squishy.
That's always been real weird. Black attracts heat way more than any other color. So, like, the road gets hotter than the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it gets enough to fry an egg out there.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to eat it after it's been fried on the road, but you could fry it.
Clean the hood of your car real nice.
Oh, yikes. And we are off on that bomb pot there. Jack 8 Trey, board number 1.
And then
Ace. 8-4. And we see one check.
See, no hands yet.
No hands yet.
I think someone's got 2 8s.
Uh-oh. If it's Slate.
Oh, there's 1 8. Impossible. Ooh, a lot of very pretty hands. Not so
King
pretty
and
board.
a 9 comes off. BB with 2 pair. Wait. Whoops. Would have had 2 pair if those cards were on the same board.
1 pair on each board.
Rock chalk up and down here.
Paul with a -1 or
Less than 1%. Yeah.
equity.
Paul probably needs to get out of there. Probably just looking for an excuse to do so.
A someone bet moment, please. Let me
Yeah.
find the spot before I catch a 6.
It's sometimes it's nice when somebody bets on the river so you can fold without showing your hand.
I find that online sometimes. If I get to a showdown and I think the other person's going to check and I have nothing and I'm not willing to bluff it, I'll open fold to them.
Yep.
No, you don't get to look at my hand.
You don't get to see it. 10 on the top board, 3 on the bottom.
Like we got a chop between Rudy and Chris.
Yep. Chris with the wheel. Rudy with the Broadway.
2.
Nobody. Oh, Chris with spades. And a wheel. But spades probably is what he's going to play.
The nut flush, just the nuts.
Just the nuts.
Lucy's all in. Can she get someone out?
She's got the second nut flush. This is a tough situation for her.
Oh, no.
Moche raising. Let's see if Chris wants to. Yeah, he's going to call. He's got the nuts on one of the boards.
Yeah.
2,169 in the middle. Nice.
Nice.
And Lucy getting scooped again.
Not her night for bomb pots.
Not tonight. And Lucy saying, hey, I put this game together. It is my birthday. What are you guys doing to me?
Rudy chipping a big here. He is our next 2000er.
Yep, that's right.
Doing it with the bomb pots, with style.
Those bomb pots can be profitable. Tyler up $1,000. Moche up $428. Billy up $133. BB up $130. Chris up $85. And it looks like Miss Lucy on her birthday throwing the party.
Throwing her own party.
Putting some money back on the table. Not looking too happy about it. Can't blame her. But still plenty of play left in this game. And once the live stream does end in about a half hour, this game is going to keep on rolling. A lot of times it'll run until about midnight. And here we go on to hand number 27. These prime numbers, pretty good. If only 27 were a prime number. If only.
I'm feeling the spot for Tyler with it being hand 27 and him having 20.
Oh, yeah.
7?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Slate looking down at pocket aces. Lucy looking down at pocket aces. No quads for either.
7s. 7s are coming.
7s are coming.
Oh, that's a beautiful hand. If that 7 was a heart.
Nope, no extra 7s so far.
Come on, 7s.
BB gonna...
Rudy's eyebrows get me.
Yeah.
They're always going.
Oh, yeah. Rudy, a keen player. Very much a thinking player.
Oh, yeah.
And good table image.
Those 7s are alive and well.
Whoa! Come on, Chris. What are you doing to our game, buddy?
How are we supposed to get a straight flush over quads when you're holding the quad outs, Chris? Come on.
Come on. King 9 tray. 2 clubs. Chris does have the club draw, but nothing compared to Lucy's nut flush draw.
Can she get her revenge?
Let's see it happen.
I heard a dealer say rematch the other day. It cracked me up.
Rematch. Round 2.
Finish it.
I do like in the new Mortal Kombat game, the newer one, I think it's a year and a half old now, you can change the announcer's voice to any of the characters that you've unlocked for the announcer. I've got Ghostface right now as the announcer from Scream.
Who's also your main, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep. I really need to play that game. Wow.
Oh,
another
and there it
club.
is.
The amount of clubs there. That might be the case club if we were to go back and look at it.
Actually possible.
There were a lot. There was at least 3 or 4 clubs folded on the flop. I don't know about pre-flop.
Yeah, I think the queen of clubs has been folded. Otherwise, BB may have a little more equity. That
Oh, yeah.
straight flush draw.
Wow, and Slate comes along too.
Oh, and another 9.
Oh. That is a chop between the aces, or 9s full of aces.
That's right.
Pretty much exactly what Slate was looking for, if not an ace.
Daniel in the chat challenging me, dude. I don't know if you want this smoke. Let's do it, man.
What'd you say? Diablo 2, Diablo 3, your top 10?
Let's see. Diablo 3, I think I put the most hours into. Man, I'm embarrassed to say. I think it's like 500 or 600 hours. And then, honestly, Pokemon, what is it? Scarlet? Or Violet? Whatever that one is. I think I've put about 200 hours into that one.
I know nothing about Pokemon. That's why I take the Lions.
That is a fun card game if you get down to it. It is just a card game. But, yeah, Mortal Kombat's really the only fighting game that I've really played. Daniel, next time I see you, buddy, I'll have to give you my gamer tag, and we'll see what happens. I'm not actually that good at it. I'm just...
No, he's going to hit you with that. Another ghost face comes from behind and holds you, and the other ghost face goes down.
That's me. That's my favorite move. If I don't get that, I don't consider it a win. Just love that move so much. Yeah, sometimes somebody cuts you off in traffic, you know, you're just kind of angry. You go home and you play a game where you can stab people. Let's play in person. Yeah, I got Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch. And I'll have to do that, man. Or just come over one of these days, dude. We'll
Hook it up,
make it happen.
Club. Put it on the big TV, the big 4 TVs.
Oh, yeah.
Some 8s. Lucy looking to take the first quads.
Moche with a quad draw.
Some kings.
Nope. There's a 3 in Paul's hand.
King, there's an 8. Everyone's still in the party for quads today, I guess.
Yep. Oh, Mr. Slate hasn't hit the quads just yet. I think I'm going to be $5 richer by the end of the stream.
Everyone's holding his... Oh, ace? Nope. There's another ace. There is 0% chance for Slate to hit quads here.
$180 in the middle. Strong pre-flop play. Queen Jack 4 comes off. We're still 6 ways in the pot right now.
That's a real action flop.
It is. Look at Chris's hand.
Everyone picked up something there. Maybe except Moitier.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing real well on the bomb pots. The regular PLO rounds, though, not quite so much. The cards are just not cooperating. Yeah, Rock Chalk getting out of there.
Oh,
Decent hand, though.
Yeah, everyone else looks like they might stay in here. Rudy's out. Eric is out.
And we are 3 ways to the turn here.
I like that fold by Paul. An overpair, but gotta realize that the other people in the hand more than likely have a king with the way they're betting.
Yeah, that's right.
The way the board is. So I like that fold. Looks like Chris might have snapped pot here. Followed by a...
Snap all in.
Yep.
A snap all in from BB.
Oh, someone is out of the hand who is actually in the hand. I see. Mr. BB over there.
And a call from Chris.
Every time I'm explaining the one chip roll to a new player, I tell them the sole purpose of it is for moves like that, where you can just flick in a nice call.
Achoo.
Looks like Slate is counting out a call here. Possibly a raise. I doubt it, though. Oh, yeah, he's all in to call, so.
Slate really thinking about it. Agonizing over this decision here. He's got a good flush draw. He's got the Broadway draw. He's also even got the wheel draw.
Yeah, he has a lot. Looking
But
for
no made hand just yet.
any 2, any spade, any 10.
Same story for Chris. Chris, no made hand just yet, but a lot of good draws. Slate, you can see higher equity. He does have more draws and more powerful ones.
If Slate calls here, I believe this will be our biggest pot of the night. That head shake, polarizing. Never know what he has.
Yeah, not quite a tell. And Slate really thinking about this one here. Does not want to make the wrong move. Huge pot.
He's got the equity for it.
And Slate gathering his cards. Usually that means a fold, but he's already counting out chips. Dollar says he calls.
I'll take the fold.
All right.
I'm about to be down $6. Put me on the table. Wow, what a rough spot.
What a rough spot indeed. 2 players all in front of you. I saw Slate toss a chip, but it did not go in. He just tossed it in front of him. Still deciding, talking out loud, really working himself through. This may be the last hand of the night, everybody, depending on how long this decision makes. He's already got 225 in front of him, too. You got to wonder, is he committed at this point? It's going to be several hundred more to call, and he does call.
In there.
You owe me $1, Dawson.
You'll probably actually end up just owing me $4 once he's the first set cards. Oh, let's try to read Brandon's hand here. I'm seeing 2 face cards at least. Wow, look at that pot.
That is a pot for the ages right there.
That is not a 740 pot. That is probably a 7.
And a 10 comes off. Slate makes Broadway. Wow.
Does it beat Brandon?
On the first run out, at least. The second run out is another 10.
God. Don't ever say you don't run hot, Slate. Back-to-back boards.
Wow.
The same way.
And Slate may not be our chip leader, but he sure has won the biggest pot of the night.
And he didn't even need quads to do it.
Unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic decision-making there.
Beautiful. Love to see him go through that whole thought process. And
Excellent call right there.
Yep. Those are the make or break calls in poker. Looks like he barely did not have Chris covered.
And how about that mountain of chips headed his way? I see about 2,000 just in greenies. And it looks like Chris Moss going to add on here. What is that, another 500 stack in blacks? Another 500 in reds? Mr. Slate, over the 3K mark. We should have mapped that one out.
We put our bets on who was first at 2. We never said who was going to be first at 3.
All right, next, who's first to 5? First to 5K.
Yes, it was.
Great call indeed. Unbelievable run out, too. How do you like that? Making Broadway on both boards.
I really wonder what Brandon had there. I'll have to ask him about it later. So is that because of the graphics were off? Do we think Slate actually has a little bit more than 2469?
Yeah, it looks like he's got, I want to say 3,400 thereabouts. Got about 2K in greens, about 500 in blacks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 in reds. And a fistful of whites to go along with it. Just a couple of vanilla chips.
Definitely love being the chip leader. Can adapt.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly a bully style play here. Having that many chips in front of you.
Great point. And the only one to challenge his bullying is going to be Tyler over there with about 2K in chips.
Always scary having that many chips, though, because you could lose that many chips.
That's true. Huge upside possibilities, but huge downside potential as well.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah, looks like Slate checking in the dark. Like to see it.
I always like to pretend I'm reading the flop before I inevitably check out a position every single time.
That's right. Good strategy right there.
Heart draw for Slate, heart draw for Tyler. Much better heart draw. A slightly worse heart draw for Rudy.
Moses in the chat saying good call. Yeah, Slate really did sniff that one out and make the right decision there. I would have been sick if I had folded and the board ran out with 2 10s to make me the best hand.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and watch that and see how I can't remember how ahead he was before that 10. I know he had a higher equity, but still. That's a tough call, and he made it.
And he was rewarded.
Rudy picking up a pair of jacks. Looks like the best of it right now.
That's right. Tyler needs a king for Broadway, and that Broadway has been very lucrative so far. It's an ace instead. Moche with the pair of jacks and pair of aces.
Probably hoping it checks stem so I can get to a free showdown, which looks like it does.
Motier. And we are on to the next here. It's been a fun stream, everybody. Thank you for checking us out. We got about 10 more minutes on this live stream. Dawson, this has been a wild ride.
Oh, yeah. Big pots, especially that last one. A big, big pot.
Big pots, big game, big cards, big players. Next week is definitely going to be something to mark your calendars for. We're going to have a real good game going.
Billy posting his missed big blind. He is here to win this hand. I'd bet a dollar on it.
All right, I'll take it. That way you can owe me 7.
Well, if Slate actually wins with quads, it'll be 3 to me.
Ooh, okay, yeah, you're right about that. Billy with the King Jack 7-5. A lot of money riding on this hand. It's going to 3-bet it up to $25. Lucy with the Ace-6 pocket threes. Tyler hit the jackpot.
Bing, 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 bing. Sevens.
Triple sevens. And he's going to fold. Moche with the pocket 4 is going to make the call. We got a pot, everybody. 128 in the middle. 5 players. Let's see what comes out. King, Jack,
wow.
King. All right, I guess I owe you $1. I don't see anyone coming back from this one.
Who else? Who has equity here?
Moche's got a little bit of equity. He's got runner flush. No, not even the flush is going to do it for him.
Runner fours.
Yeah, running fours.
Like the fours haven't been folded, so we could get some quads. Billy bet's real small here.
Love the down bet.
Wow, it's
On a
so
board like that. All right, well, I owe you $1.
it's so hard to find those C bets when you hit a flop that hard.
That is crazy. And I think 10 was the right size, but nobody else connected really with that board. That's why you raise it up pre-flop, get at least a little bit of the pot going. Jason shuffling up some heat right here, and this hand is going to be spicy. This may be our final hand of the stream, everybody. It has been a wild ride with Slate, the big winner on the night. Our graphics showing about 1,500 in profit, but we know it's more than that. All right, here we go. Dawson, would you rather have 4 aces in your PLO hand or 4 deuces in your PLO hand?
I'm taking the deuces.
Taking the deuces.
And then I'm folding them regardless.
Yeah. A bold play. Speaking of aces, all 4 of them are out already. Rock Chalk, ace, king, king, queen. Billy with the ace, 10, 9, 6. Chris with the pocket aces and a king tree to go along with it.
I like the kings the best here with the AK and queen.
And this is Rock Chalk's turn, I feel like. This is the hand for him.
Now those sevens look very live.
8-6 deuce coming out on the flop. 2 clubs. Moche, Billy, Chris holding key clubs there. Rock Chalk's pocket kings no good right now.
Flops nothing to his to Broadway, which is tough. So pretty, so nothing.
So pretty, such a bad flop. Now Moche betting out 75. Rock Chalk calling with the pocket kings. There's a 5 on the turn here. No help to anybody.
Rock Chalk is officially drawn dead.
And there's a 4 there for Chris. Chris makes the wheel. Moche thinking about it. Gonna check. Billy betting $200.
Wow. Not quite the nuts, but very good hand for Chris. I don't think he could find a fold here.
Yep, and he does make the call. That's a call I'm going to make. If you got better than me, you got better than me. Take my money.
Billy would still scare me.
100%. And Billy folds. Chris taking down that pot. And here we go on to the official last hand of the stream, everybody. Thank you again for joining us. Got a lot of cool things coming up. We are still running the prize wheel. We've got flush frenzies most days, including today. All you got to do is win 1 flush with all 4 suits. We add $250 to the jackpot if it is not hit on the previous day. We started at $1,000. Pretty cool promo there as well. We're running the road to Vegas, so make sure to come check that out. Any tournament with a 5K guarantee will get you points if you cash for the Tournament of Leaders, or if you win one of those tournaments with a 5K guarantee, you get into the Tournament of Champions on May 23rd. Both tournaments are free to enter if you meet the qualifications and result in a seat to the World Series of Poker main event in Las Vegas. Cool way to get a seat. Billy open raising here. $10, Jack 10, deuce, deuce.
That flush frenzy is really awesome. I think it brings a lot more action to the table.
It's a cool promotion because it does change the way a lot of players play.
Got to watch out for our residential flush master. Sorry.
That's right. He has won, I think, more flush frenzies than anyone.
Averages about 20 flushes a day.
And actually, I think Miss Lucy here
She won the biggest one.
She won the biggest one, $2,500. Oh, and a queen right there on the flop for Rock Chalk. He's going to smooth check. I got to say, I like that play.
No, he can't be our first to get quads here.
Wait a second. Is
Can't
it possible? There's a 7.
Yet.
Moche checks. Rock Chalk may want to build a pot here. He does bet 50. Getting a call from Chris. Lucy with a pair of 7s. Going to make the call as well. Tyler King 9-8-4. Going to make the call. Looking for a 10.
Open-ended, so he might have the best.
And there's a jack on the river. Board pairs. Rock Chalk with top boat.
Wow, and Lucy's got jack 7. Oh my gosh, she can't escape it tonight.
Wow, Rock Chalk betting $100, getting at least a call from Lucy. Let's see if she goes for any more value. Nope, just a call. Rock Chalk turns over the best hand.
Yeah, that's one of those rough calls. You might know your beat, but you're not allowed to fold.
There's nothing you can do there, and what a way to end the stream. Rock Chalk picking up a hand. Finally, that's I believe the first hand he's won, and it is the last hand of the stream. Once again, everybody, thank you for checking us out. We got me here. I'm Chase. We got Dawson and Chris in the background, the IT guru himself. Thanks again for checking us out. Next week, going to be a crazy live stream, too.
I'm hearing some good things.
I'm hearing some rumblings. We may have a invite-only game. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching again today, everybody.